All right. Clocking in, seeing what's up with the music industry. And boy, as always, is it juicy. I mean, we're going to revert back a little bit just to bring some awareness and some remembrance to those who might have forgotten. First, I would like to start with J. Prince stating, "Don't put me in a position to where I'm going to have to defend myself." And that was said on $1 million worth of game towards and at Offset. Don't put me in a position to where I'm going to have to protect myself. Him making a statement like that on as big of a platform as $1 million worth of game is, it's absurd to me to make a statement like that on such a big platform and or in the public eye, period. Because you got Duke the Jeweler situation, you got now Takeoff situation, both being fucking damn near fucking identical, right? Amongst whatever other bullshit J. Prince Jr. got himself involved with, which automatically brings his daddy in the mix, because his daddy's the founder. He's everything. He is the name. Mob Ties, Rap Lot Records, J. Prince. Not J. Prince Jr. He's following in daddy's shoes, getting what it is, was daddy's, getting it given to him. Especially when J. Prince is no longer with us. J. Prince Jr. is like, I get everything my daddy done made. Yeah, boy. And then he gonna run all that shit smooth into the ground. Just like he done did with Duke the Jeweler, rest in peace. And just like he did with our Rocket Man, Long Live Takeoff. There's no way that you're going to convince me that y'all didn't have a hand or a part in this. There's no way DJ fucking whatever his name is that got accused of pulling the trigger that killed, shooting the bullet that killed Takeoff. The DJ that was accused of it, who got locked up and then let out on $1 million bail. You cannot convince me out of 2-3 different people shooting. And I get it, you know, the police do their work, and you know, they wouldn't make such, I wouldn't say they wouldn't, because it happens all the time where they make assumptions, and it's clearly nothing but an assumption. You know, it's far from the truth. My innocence precedes itself, and that's that. So it happens every day. But you ain't gonna convince me that this DJ is all it was. Him, the scuffle, him shooting untargeted bullet, hit in the crossfire, hit with a stray, whatever you want to call it. There's no way you can convince me that it starts with that DJ and ends with that DJ. From the videos and clips we seen with Quavo in that drop top, on his way to the dice game, the people that were around in those clips, all the way to the dice game itself, people that were around and placed, it looked strategic to me. And then down to the footage of Takeoff losing his life. J. Prince walking back into the bar, saying, "Don't ask me what the fuck happened." Whether y'all set that up, whether y'all members had some beef with Takeoff and they set it off in that way, or if it was just pure misunderstanding, a fight broke out and he got hit with a stray. Either way, Mob Ties hosted the event, brought the hating ass folk to the event, and then eventually fucking threw everybody fucking for an absolute major loop by killing that event. No pun intended. Long live Takeoff. Duke the Jeweler situation is damn near identical. People need to start looking in more deep into this shit, because you can't convince me that it starts and ends with just that DJ. From all that I seen, all that I heard, all the digging I've done, It does not just start and end with that DJ. Miss me with that shit. We need to dig deeper on the mob tie situation. Wanna. The biggest rat out the YSL Rico case. The biggest rat out of all the rats in that YSL Rico case because of how big he is. The name he had, the shit he used to state coming up. No ratting, no snitching. The code of conduct that he followed. The code of the streets that he followed proudly in front of the camera before all this happening. Had an input on 6ix9ine, trying to be a gangster. Then when shit gets real, he rats. Same shit Gunna did. Proudly in front of the camera, honoring, saying how much he lived by the street code. YSL street this, street that. Just for when it comes down to it, when shit gets real and hits the ceiling, just for him to point his finger. So all that fucking shit you was saying in front of the camera, gang this, not gang this, but street code this, street code that, ain't no snitching, this how it's done. Boy, it goes way deeper than you being a good dresser. You played parts, and the fact that shit hit the fan, you wanted to X-nay yourself quick, fast, and in a hurry by pointing a fucking finger. And this crazy, mentally deranged individual states that he ain't rat. He ain't make no statement. There was, what'd he say? There was no, they was saying, because I've been digging, been writing notes. They saying, well, Gunna, his crazy deranged self is stating, snitched on who? I was never in a case. Snitched on who? What case? Like, that's what's going on up top with this man. Because I'm sure it's because all the shit that's coming in through his DMs and any which way, when, you know, you're seen in public, any which way somebody could get a hold of you, I guarantee it's all bad. Everything's all bad that's being said to Gunna, except for them faking individuals that prompt and support ratting. They'll act like they really in this thoroughly just for shit to hit the fan, and then they run and point their fucking finger, and then you want to come out into the real world justifying why, how, what happened when you pointed the finger, all that nonsense. No, you pointed the finger, point blank, period. And for the people that are confused, like Gunna, all you have to do is go to YouTube, type in Gunna snitching on camera. Gunna snitching on camera. I want to shout out YEQSHUR1D. Quashad ID. Quashari ID. EYEQSH AR1D. Quashon. EYEQSH AM1D. Quashon1D. I butchered it about 4 or 5 times, but I make sure not only do I do my homework, but I give people their shout outs when it's needed, when it's entitled, you know. All you got to do is go on YouTube and type in Gunna snitching on camera, and up pops the courtroom where Gunna's on audio, and the judge is asking him every question known to man. Is YSL a gang? Yes, ma'am. When you got pulled over, what was the other one? YSL must end. The judge said, your statement was YSL must end as a gang. Was that your statement, Mr. Wanna? And he said, yes, ma'am. Right? When the judge asked him about them being a gang, YSL is a gang who indulges in committing crimes in order to get currency. Yes, ma'am. You and Young Thug got pulled over in a car. It had narcotics and a gun in it. It's just you and Young Thug in the car. Just y'all two. Y'all got pulled over. There was narcotics and a gun in the car. Just y'all two. And Gunna stated, or, the judge is saying this, and you, Mr. Gunna, stated that everything in that car that they found was not yours, which then only means it's the only other person in the car shit, which was Young Thug's. Yes, ma'am. None of that stuff in the car was mine. Yes, ma'am. But there was only y'all two in it, so you're saying that Thugger done did it. And I'm pretty sure the judge even went more in depth with it. Like, y'all got pulled over, you and Young Thugger got pulled over. There was narcotics and a gun found in the car, and you stated that none of which was found was yours. So it must be Young Thug's. Like, in depth like that. Yes, ma'am. So where is it in your mind that you see that you didn't rat? I get it. The pressure's crazy. It's, people are on your top right now. They're on your head. Your life might be at stake, honestly. So I get the confusion and the nut-ass remarks, the crazy statements you be making because of all the heat and pressure you're under. I get it. But Gunna, you ratted, man. Point blank, period. You ratted, my guy. Lil Durk's dissing them in What Happened to Virgil. Lil Baby and Gunna. Gunna had Lil Baby as one of his biggest features ever in Drip Harder, amongst other songs. And he got Lil Baby unfollowing him from Twitter, letting it be known that we don't fuck with you. So even if he does hold some type of relevancy here in the future in the industry, it ain't gonna be nothing at all. You ain't gonna hear about it. Because Gunna wasn't even popping like that, when everything was all good. When everybody was at home and everybody was cool and everything was moving in motion and going the right way and Thugger was on his way up, Gunna ain't never pop in the music world. I mean, he was known for his fashion. He was trash at rapping, if you ask me. So even if he does hold some type of relevancy, what you ass backwards individuals who think that you could justify ratting once you rat. No, once you rat, it's a rap. It's a Reynolds once you rat. It is a Reynolds rap once you rat. Period. There's no fixing it. You can't fix ratting. So even if he does hold some type of relevancy here in the future, by you ass backwards individuals that are going to keep him afloat, it ain't going to go nowhere. Ain't even the lowest guy going to see his newest music if he holds some type of relevancy, because he was never hot in the music industry. He was well off in the fashion, like he dressed good and shit like that, and he was Young Thug's right hand man. Now that he ratted and everybody's future's at stake and lives are at stake, there's no way you can have a comeback or be relevant. 6ix9ine is the only one that could do that because of how massive he was before going in. Just to come out to these whack-ass 6ix9ine fans who are now keeping him afloat. He seems to be climbing back up, but ain't nobody supporting that individual neither. Everybody's situation is different, but what makes it exactly the same in the end is ratting. Y'all all ratted at the end of the day. So all this justifying it and saying how you did it, just did, man. Point blank, period. So I'm gonna end it just by saying, off topic, timepiece trading. They're on YouTube. They sell big boy watches. Timepiece trading. That's all they do is clickbait their artist. I went there for some information today. Clicked on a video with the title stating so-and-so owes us $1 million. Boop, hurry up, click on that. Let me see what's up. Just for it to be that said individual in the thumbnail, he was just there shopping. So it's like y'all are clickbaiting the fuck out of people just for views, just to get your views. Timepiece trading, y'all trash. I ain't watching y'all no more. But that's where I'm at. YSL Rico shit. You got J Prince and Offset situation that I didn't clear up. I just said, stated what it was. J Prince said, don't put me in a position where I'm going to have to defend myself. All the shit that y'all got on your heads with the Duke the Jeweler and the Takeoff shit, amongst other stuff, you're really gonna say something like that on as big of a platform as $1 million worth of game is? You seen how quick Offset got the info and gave his rebuttal? Imagine how many people that reached that it wasn't supposed to. Police's family, they then tell their family members. And then y'all get really investigated by PIs. Next thing you know, y'all are being ran down on a RICO. So you got to be careful what you say. I support Offset fully. Long live Rocket Man. I don't know. That's a shaky situation there. It really is. But I'm here bringing it to you first and foremost. Fastest, quickest, breaking in a hurry. Y.F.N. Kamak Music Industry News. Kamak Performance out.